Greetings, and today I bring you day 5 of my 23 days of Green Action Advocacy campaign that strives to share simple and sustainable tips that you can practice at home in a bid to reduce your plastic footprint, in a bid to reduce plastic pollution in your community, and in a bid to end plastic pollution around the globe as a whole. So today we are going to be talking about the disposable cups and plates versus the reusable cups and plates. And we are going to look at this from two perspectives. We are going to look at maybe using glass and metal cutleries versus using the disposable spoons and cups and plates. Come on, like this. It just gets broken. But it just gets bent. So we are going to talk about how and why we should stop using disposable cups and plates and switch to reusable plastic cups and plates, or to metal and glass plastic cups and plates, most especially during our events. But first, let's take a look at how our events look like, or the impact of using disposable cups and plates after our events. So, this is the environmental impact we create after we have our events with single-use disposable plates, spoons, cups, as well as styrofoam. As you can see, disposable cups and plates that are primarily single-use constitute a great menace to our environment, most especially after our events. And if that's disgusting, what you just saw, if it's disgusting, then I think you should start thinking about sustainable alternatives to these single-use disposable cups and plates. As I earlier showed you, these are things that we can use only once and not be able to use them again. And most of them are even fragile, like this spoon. It's fragile. You can't even use it to eat. So it just gets easily broken. So, and these are some of the things that are greatly contributing to plastic pollution in our communities. I mean, when you look at your events after you use these disposable cups and plates and spoons, you realize that it constitutes a very, very big problem. So, what can we do? What are the alternatives to these disposable cups, plates, and spoons? I'll share with you a simple tip. The other day we had an event, and instead of purchasing single-use disposable cups and plates that constitute a big environmental problem, we decided to buy these reusable plates. We decided to buy these. And it's technically a little bit expensive if you have to go by price. But once you get this, you can use it for more and more events to come, thereby cutting down cost as well as reducing the amount of plastics you dump into the environment after your events. So we decided to buy this, and we bought about 63 plates, I think about 60 plates for 6,000 francs. And if you were to buy these disposable cups and plates, I think you buy them, yes, once it's going to be cheap, like 1/4 the price. But the moment you buy for 4 events, you already have money that you could use to buy these reusable plates. And instead of going for this, why don't we learn to buy these? These are pretty cheap. I mean, with just 500 francs, you can get 12 metal spoons or forks that you can use at your event. So how can you do to purchase all of these? I strongly recommend, and this also holds for cups. You know, with 10,000 francs, you can buy 100 cups that you can keep at the level of the family and use over and over. So how can you sustainably acquire these items that we always use during our events? So what I did to acquire one for my family was that first I talked to my family about the environmental impact of single-use disposable cups, plates, and spoons that we use at our events, that they constitute a great menace to our environment, especially after the events. And then I proposed to them that we can put together money and we buy reusable cups, spoons, and plates and keep them for the entire family. So, and my sisters and brothers thought this was really a great and brilliant idea. And so together we put together financial resources, and then we bought plates, spoons, and cups in hundreds, that each time we have an event, we don't have to think about disposable cups, spoons, and plates. So my message to you today is that we can actually stop the use of disposable cups, spoons, plates, as well as all those items we use in our events that constitute a great environmental problem. We can actually stop the use. And we can do this by sitting together in our small families and then putting together financial resources and acquiring reusable spoons, cups, plates, that each time we have an event, we don't need to buy the disposables anymore. And by so doing, we would be saving a great lot of plastics that we've been pumping into the environment. We can also do this at the level of our communities. You can identify a few persons in your community, and then as a community, you acquire community spoons, cups, plates, so that each time you have an event, you simply just go to your community, you collect these items, use them. After the event, you put them back together and take it back to the community. And by so doing, we wouldn't find our streets littered with all these plastic cups, plates, and spoons, thereby greatly contributing in the fight against plastic pollution. So, let's say no to disposable cups, spoons, plates, and forks, and put together resources and acquire the reusables. Thanks, and stay glued to day 6 as I continue to bring you simple tips to alternatives that we can use to fight plastic pollution at home, out in bars, during our events, and everywhere we go.